In your top story at this hour, the mother of the 1-month-old kidnapped Durban baby Siwaphiwe Mbamba has been arrested along with 2 other suspects. Siwaphiwe Mbamba was found alive on early Sunday morning. A suspicious vehicle was searched at the Marian Hill Toll Plaza on the N3 and the newborn was found inside. The infant was snatched from her mother on Friday afternoon during a hijacking. The suspects will be facing charges of kidnapping and other charges. The motive behind the child's abduction are not yet clear.
The baby has been found, but firstly, the Acting Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal, Major General Pegilanga, commended the members who were all involved in the searching of the child. He also thanked the members of the community as well as the security companies and all other role players who were involved for their effort to make sure that the child is found safe. The child was found early in this morning at Toll Plaza in Marian Hill, and she has been taken to a place of safety for further investigation. The 3 suspects are still in custody, and our investigation is continuing, and the charges will be determined by our investigation. But some of the charges will be, of course, kidnapping as well as hijacking. We managed to trace the vehicle that was along the Toll Plaza in Marian Hill, and it was stopped. When it was searched, a baby was found, and the suspects were then arrested.
Police say conflicting details during police interviews about the alleged kidnapping of baby Siwaphiwe are what eventually led to her mother and 2 others being arrested for the crime. Authorities say there were too many inconsistencies that emerged during the interviews they had with the mother. Initial reports to the police raised questions, especially on how the incident developed. Baby Siwaphiwe was initially reported to have been taken in a car hijacking at a Durban shopping centre. Along with the mother, police also say her boyfriend has been arrested, with 1 other suspect not being named at this point. Now, social media is abuzz over the news of baby Siwaphiwe being found. Through hashtag Baby Siwaphiwe, users have condemned the mother over her arrest in the case. Here are some of the tweets. And now a tweet there says, "Mom didn't know that South Africans will take this serious. She thought they were going to get away with everything." Hashtag Baby Siwaphiwe. Another one over there saying, "A nation pulled together for this girl only to be ripped apart by something we are all too familiar with. Mixed emotions." Another one over there at Moses Gov, hashtag Baby Siwaphiwe, prayers not wasted. God has rescued the baby Siwaphiwe from that dreadful family. Let's give thanks for that. Another one also they're saying hashtag Baby Siwaphiwe is a sign that when South Africans unite, God listens and lies are exposed. Fake kidnapping, viva to us. Another one over there saying dear SA Police Service, you don't always get it right, but when you do, we must applaud you. Well done. Hashtag Baby Siwaphiwe. Another one, John State, for real, the story of hashtag Baby Siwaphiwe is heartbreaking. How would you feel if your parent did this to you, Mara? And our National SAPS spokeswoman, Colonel Athlenda Mate, joins us on the phone line. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for your time. Now, the missing Durban baby was found and the mother was arrested. Can you share more details of the investigation?
Well, a very good evening, and to your viewers at home. You will understand that the police deployed all their resources necessary to conduct a search for the missing child, joined by law enforcement officers, community members, and organizations with an interest in finding the missing 1-month-old baby. The search was intensified, and further interviews were conducted with persons of interest. We picked up too many inconsistencies emerged, during the interviews, especially in terms of the initial reporting to the police of how the incident developed. So information generated from the interviews became critical in the setting up of a roadblock in Marian Hill in the early hours of the morning, and we can confirm that a car was stopped by the police, wherein a man and 2 women were found with the baby unharmed. We can confirm that one of the women in question is the biological mother of the baby.
Now, how did the investigating officers find that the mother could be a part of this plot?
Well, that at this stage, that is subject of a police investigation. You will understand that the three are appearing before the Durban Regional Court tomorrow morning. So that will, these investigations and them appearing before court will hopefully uncover the truth of why the baby was abducted in the first place and how it came about, for the kidnapping and abduction and carjacking to take place.
And now it must have been a tough probe, as the baby was just 1 month old and the priority was to find it as soon as possible. Also, the Twitter was abuzz. And do you think that such cases put extra pressure on the police force?
Well, indeed, members of the SAPS and all role players involved, we would like to commend them for ensuring the safe return of the baby and the arrest of the perpetrators of serious crimes of this nature. We, as you know, invested in a lot in this case, including members working overtime, the use of vehicles, state vehicles, and an aircraft, which impacted negatively on the availability of police resources in the fight against priority crimes. You can understand that police's resources were diverted, for selfish reasons, for selfish motives, and this cannot be tolerated at all. It is thus critical that in situations like this, those involved are dealt with during the process of, their court cases, and we can confirm at this stage that a special prosecutor has been appointed to work with the SAPS on this matter.